game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. It is Dark Souls. All notes you see are left by other players. I wonder how real that is. Nice room, not...
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but
Yeah, okay.
This game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Down we go. Oh. Curse you, invisible wall. My only nemesis. Hello. Reasonable.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
No, it says everyone
Either
read
way,
this.
to me they convey a sense
important.
of loneliness. I see this person
Hey.
who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Oh, it says this place makes me sad, so yeah.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me.
Seductive.
That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
The guy over there wrote much wrong. I can type here. Why? Too many messages in this area. Let me add more. Soon we will suffocate. Cool cavern, bro. Do you feel like a hero yet? I would like it when I could. I saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing. Wow. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I will never want to see it again. If nothing will ever be that beautiful again. I am crying now and plan on ripping my eyes out. I must go now to do that. Jesus Christ. Calm down, some penguin. Yeah. How is there wood and grass and concrete here? What? Balls. I want to tell you a secret. Once upon a time I did. I'm king of the world. To find fun. That's a good note to have here. Very relevant. A world full of notes. One man will read them. This summer. You will believe the blue speech bubbles can talk. This summer, one man reads all the speech bubbles. I can assure you guaranteed that there's an acorn somewhere here in this place and the sailors are looking for it. This is the first I've heard about sailors. I refuse to believe. I like how there's like a million different personalities, and most of them are completely irrelevant. Recognize me, please. You are recognized. Senpai has recognized you. Nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. Okay. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. A free t-shirt. Need the other door. Need the other side. Door. Why you so? Makes game. Includes door. Cannot open door. Thanks. That sounds like a badly written review. Door. How open? Someday I will meet the person who made this. Is that the narrator there? I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. Oh hey, a painting. New room. Do you hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? I would like very much to be desired. Scared of writing something. Don't want to feel judged, so I wrote that. It's not very crowded here. Yeah, it is. Go in here. Game where you leave notes, suddenly everyone's a poet. This is where I get off. I failed to write it. Stop leaving contradictory notes. I'm compelled. Proceeding further will only result in misery. That's a Dark Souls note if I've ever seen one. I take that back. Try jumping. Cabbage shapes our nation. Hey, cabbages! What is that painting? It's a bunch of circles. Hey, don't talk about me that way. It doesn't matter if you ever get over there. Very good game. 7 out of 10. I think this is not going anywhere. Good grammar. Next time I will do better. Need someone to talk to. This is a note? Oh. Don't listen to the other notes. They're out to get you. I'm not safe. As in, like, you're a dangerous note or you're scared. Today I learned you cannot fall off. Ethical. I saw a person walking down there. Now it won't come back. Well done, all of you. Painting. What does it mean? I think it's abstract art. Therefore it means whatever you want. Whoever made this has issues. Stop faking it. Art. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. I think it's about how things look messy from up close and perfect from far away. Help, I am trying to speak. Who are you? Stop pretending you are other. You're the best. You win. It's about how this game is pretentious and you all suck. I like that one too. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. Cabbage shapes our nation. From up here, it all just looks like dots. Devil Tower Star. I don't know my tarot cards, but that... Wait, was that the same one? Devil Tower Star. That probably actually has a meaning. He was himself the most horrible creature he could imagine. Maybe I'll feel real someday. Well, I'm here now. We're all here now. This is very schizophrenic. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game. More room.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
I wish there were notes in the real world too. And I wish that you could only use the templated notes, like Dark Souls.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Just go to a bad neighborhood and... Guys, come on. Ironically, he is the developer.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I like this guy. I'm heading back to the start. I can't figure it out. I quit. No. I'm leaving. I'm hitting the exit switch. I give up. How do you leave notes? Dolls and monkeys in a room, all typing. Here's the lamppost, I win. Are you there? Please say something. Anything. Something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much talk here? Oh my god. Calm down. I like the sheer contradictory self-deprecation of that. Porn stars died
Okay,
too.
this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Does this say escape the room game? I'm cool with that. Maybe not. There's that same picture again. Maybe this just leads outside. Okay. Alright. Oh.
See, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway.
Huh.
Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
What furniture ought to go into the center room? It should be a TV, but how about a giant hole? That's not a hole. The wall along the room. You know what? I bet it's just gonna put none of these. Let's put You know, none of these make sense. 10 stoves. I think we should light up the room. Okay, let's go with a reasonable option. Number 2, recessed electronic lighting or whatever. That's not that. A table. I need a table. Who are you? Tables were invented in 1935. Yep. Oh, hey.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's
furniture.
not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Yes. I agree.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over, This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello. This guide will enable you to... Hold on, you're too slow. Or too fast. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Good. Go over to the photo frame to turn it slightly. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. This? That's not a floor lamp, is it? Go to the left side sofa. Move it over a little. This one. Touch the shelves. These? That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Return. Okay, so I have to remember the sequence. Is that the
And of
deal?
course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Look at that skybox.
Through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Okay, let's check it. Oh, hey, that's the lamp post. This is not prison. This is a pathway. I don't see how anyone could call this a prison. Oh, I'm gonna get stuck if I go in there. I love you, lamppost. I love you. I wanna hug you, but I have no arms. I'm just floating eyeballs. All right, let's make a phone call. I only get one. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. Whoa. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too?
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
I was in the reverse prison. That one. That's where I am right now. I'm so glad I know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? You don't have to help me or anything. It's strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in the prison. I have Stockholm Syndrome. Is there anything about it that you felt good about? Being here sucks. Maybe I only like things once I don't have them anymore. I do that too, I guess. But is that just how I'm going to be forever? I'd really like to change that. I think you'll find a way to change. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? Yeah, that's how I escaped. What did they tell you? What did you have to do to get out? asked me how I felt about being imprisoned. What? That freed you? How does that work? Just tell me how you feel. Okay, I feel afraid that nothing will ever change. Go on.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?